didn't hit that record button. I guess some things never change, huh? Lots of big changes coming, but some things, they never change.
Dude, oh my god. So this month, people have been taking hella PTO, doing like hella vacations and shit this month. So work is like, so we've got like 200 plus hours of overtime available. If we don't get this filled, we're gonna have to start doing mandatory overtime. And so I took a shit ton, just because I want
mandatory overtime.
Yeah,
sounds illegal as fuck, but okay.
It should be, but no. I mean, extra money is cool, but working 8 to 7 with no lunch sucks ass.
Yeah.
But I work at home, so like every hour of the day is lunch. It doesn't fucking matter. Shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Yeah, lunch gets extended pretty hard in my fucking day to day. A hard lunch extension.
Hard extension?
Oh yeah, I get fucking extended at work every day, dude.
Dude, I fucking bet.
The second I wake up with that fucking morning wood,
extension?
it's like time to go to work.
Morning extension.
Got a Karen, check out this extension I got here. Start the show.
What it do, everybody? My name's Aaron.
And I'm Jerry, and I once held the hand of the guitar player of Smash Mouth, and he squeezed my hand a little too hard.
That's hot, and you're listening to SuperPod Saga?
Now you're playing with power.
That was all a lie. I don't know why I said that.
The fucking thing for...
Like anybody would actually believe me? Like someone's out there like, holy shit, no way. And squeezed your hand too hard. What a monster.
What even
You're
is
just a child.
What's the name of the guitar guy from Smash Mouth?
Who cares?
Oh, it's true. That's his actual nickname on Wikipedia.
Even he doesn't care. Even he's like, no, I don't care.
we're gonna play I'm a Believer. We're gonna play Superstar, whatever the fuck that one song's called, and that's it. That's the set list.
I guess for the listeners, unless you've obtained some kind of crazy superpower, you can't see me. But for the video enjoyers of our show, you might be asking, why does everything look so goddamn fancy on that end over there? Like why is Jerry wearing a suit? Why is the lighting just right over on his end? I don't know. Well, I mean, Aaron's lighting's fine too. Aaron's got fine lighting. Yeah, light it up.
Damn fine.
I don't. What does your shirt say? Cone of Silence.
It's Cones of Dunshire. It's from what's that show? Parks and Rec. It's from Parks and Rec. My wife and I used to be really into Parks and Rec.
I watched a lot of Parks and Rec. I don't remember.
It was the board game that Adam Scott's character creates when he's unemployed or whatever. Like he resigns because he's dating Leslie, and that's like frowned upon or whatever. I don't know.
Right. It's kind of coming back to me. So obviously, I don't know if anybody. Here's the funny thing. I'm very curious to know if anybody has noticed that in the last couple of episodes, we've been trying to do some different things.
Yeah.
We've been testing the waters with a few things. Some of those things have been some formatting changes. Some of those things have been secretly brainwashing the end user to saying, you are the best. All hail Hypnotoad.
Now
and then on top of that saying, and then that man squeezed my hand too hard.
Hypnotoad.
What a wild like fucking gossip, like just make up a stupid story about somebody. Watch this guy get canceled. It's like,
Dude.
did you hear that the guy from Smash Mouth, he held a kid's hand really hard?
You
then,
show a picture of
he's
your
like-
hand and it's all shriveled up and broken because he held it too hard.
Yeah.
It's like the guy, the butler from Scary Movie 2.
I flew too high to the sun and held Smash Mouth's hand.
We could have really taken off with that kind of notoriety.
Oh, God almighty.
Oh,
So
tits.
Aaron, how do we do this? How do we say this?
Oh, man.
I guess why don't we start at the beginning?
Why
don't
don't
we
we
let-
go back and begin at the
Can
beginning?
you put in one of those like
I'll do the one
whatever
from
those-
Wayne's World. Do, 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 like that.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think to kind of talk about this announcement that we have here. By the way, if you haven't noticed, we're gearing up for a big old announcement
Yeah.
that you're gonna get here real soon.
Real big
so stay tuned.
extension.
Yeah, we have fully extended ourselves. You might be able to tell just by looking at us. But yeah, Aaron, when did this start for you? When did this whole thing start?
What?
How did this happen?
Erections?
God damn it!
No, I'm kidding.
Talk.
Uh,
When's the first time you seen Tommy's dick? Was it in a shower room or was it just like at a sleepover?
I don't think I've ever seen Tommy's dick before. Not that I know
like,
of. Maybe
what-
my
how-
brain's like blocking that shit out.
How are you guys friends if you've never seen each other's dicks? Isn't that a normal thing that people do? And
I don't
it's
know.
not just in Canada.
Maybe it's just a Canada
You ask
thing.
a friend to come over, you're like, check this shit out, and you whip out your dicks, and you're like, oh, so you like Secret of Mana? That's pretty cool. Let's go.
Secret of Mana, like a little watermark on your dick pic or whatever.
Yeah. How did this all happen? How did SuperPod Saga start?
SuperPod Saga started in like the summer
A
of
meth lab.
in the back of
I'm
an
kidding, go on,
RV. No, it was the summer of 2022. Tommy and I messaging each other back and forth about games we like far before 2022. I think like 2000 maybe 17 or something. We started messaging each other on Facebook about games that are coming out, games we're excited for, what we've been playing, and we thought, hey, let's start a podcast. Like, let's just, like, no one else wants to listen to us talk about games. Like, there's got to be other people that want to listen to us talk about this shit. So we started the show, and it started off with a simple premise of us talking about every video game topic in existence 1 week at a time until there are no more topics left to discuss, at which point we'll end the show. And that's kind of where it's gotten to. Like, Tommy left the show last year or the year before, and then you took over. Well, yeah, you took over for him after I did some solo shit for a little while.
It's crazy to think how long ago that was. It feels like we've only been doing this for like a few months.
It really, yeah, like
I look back and I'm like, holy fuck, I've been on the show over a year.
yeah, man. Let me look at something real quick. So you've been on 57 episodes of SuperPod Saga,
Holy
and
shit.
Tommy has been on for 65. You're almost overtaking him.
God damn.
I've been on 165.
You gotta fucking chill the fuck out, dude. You're gonna fucking kill yourself.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, SuperPod Saga, like the vibe after Tommy left, like the vibe with me and Tommy was, I'd say it was pretty goddamn different compared to the vibe that you and I have with SuperPod Saga. So essentially what we're doing is we haven't really run out of topics to discuss. It's just getting harder and harder to come up with topics that we're interested in, and ones that don't feel
Yeah.
like we're bringing a guest on and forcing them to talk about a topic and stuff. Essentially what we're doing is we're changing.
Hold on.
Yes.
Before you give it all away,
Yes.
before you strip our clothes off and reveal our extensions, I think we should also cover a couple of other things, some other housekeeping items, and that is you left out a part that when you approached me to come onto this show, you and I had already started talking to each other about starting another show, Retro Rehab.
Yep.
That was cooked up from my desire to talk about retro games. And I think when we were cooking that idea up, neither one of us really knew how extensive that would get.
Yep.
I mean, speaking of extensions, and it did it blew up really quickly.
Yeah.
And I was shocked by how positive a reception it was. And I was like, well, this is crazy. And then shortly after that is when you were like, well, why don't you just be the co-host of SuperPod Saga? And I was like, fuck, that would be cool too. Then as time went on, we realized that we kind of both just wanted the show to be what Retro Rehab was.
Yeah.
Just without the entire focus on retro games. And I think when we absorbed Retro Rehab, it felt like I brought, I lost a kid that day. I threw a kid down a well because it had like Ebola or some shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sucks. But like at the same time, we then kind of shifted what SuperPod Saga was. Like, I do feel like once we fully absorbed what Retro Rehab was and kind of merged the two, we did the fusion dance. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, Retro Rehab or SuperPod Saga is now starting to feel more like a different show for us. And it was good. Like, and it is good. That's the thing. Yeah. And it was a formula that you and I both made and then implemented into this show because we liked the formula of Retro Rehab and we liked the style. It was us being a bunch of goofballs, but then also being informative and just kind of giving our opinions on things. Occasionally had a guest on. And then before all of this, where I come from Super Ghost Radio was like an idea that came after I had been on another I had been asked to go on a podcast with Sam.
Oh yeah.
And he did the podcast with me and he was like, you should do a podcast. And I was like, I don't know. I don't really, I like talking. I love talking about shit, but like, I don't know if I got that. I don't think I can do a pod. Like I can't host. I don't like listen to my own voice and shit. Like I don't like being on camera. I don't know. So him and I started talking and then finally he was like, dude, let's just do a video game podcast. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. You host though. And he was like, yeah, sure. You got it. So Sam and Scott from Above the Ring, look those guys up. They are quite literally the OG ghosts. Those guys, I think they were in like 3 episodes and Sam was hosting. At some point, Sam was like, hey man, like our podcast is like kind of blowing up a little bit. Like we have to like attend like, cause they have a wrestling podcast. So they were attending like a bunch of shows and shit. So they were like, we can't really do it for a while. And I was like, that might be okay. I think I might be able to get some friends. That's when I reached out to Greg and Beth. And I said, do you guys want to come on this podcast that I do called Super Ghost Radio and talk about video games sometime? And they were both like, yeah, I think so. I think it'd be a good idea. This was right around the time that the 3 of us had started hanging out online during like the pandemic and stuff. And we started playing Final Fantasy 14 online. And one thing led to another. And next thing you know, we did the the first episode that we really did, the three of us, which became like the three hosts, was Final Fantasy 14 Online. How I learned to love an MMO. That was the first one with the three of us.
Nice.
And we've done 80, I want to say like 83 episodes of Super Ghost Radio in total. And we've come a long way, both of us, and our shows. And I feel like, our show, when you compare the notes, what Greg and Beth and I do is not too dissimilar from what we do.
No.
It's just a different flair. Like they bring a really different dynamic to the table, both of them. And then you and I have a different dynamic working together. But the more we talked about it, the more we thought, what if we're not in our final form yet? What if there's more to what we can do? What if we hit, like, what if we become like Perfect Cell? What does that look like? What does it look like when human beings form into like a gelatinous mass? What does that look like? What do you think that looks like?
Handsome as fuck.
I don't know if it's handsome. It's probably horrifying, actually. It's probably terrifying. It's probably disgusting. But not these four people. No. So we've kind of coined this stupid, not so stupid, phrase of this is the greatest collaboration of all time. And we're going to continue. We're going to continue to keep saying that because we are going to do something real crazy. Now, Aaron, because this is your show, this is your baby, I'll hand it over to you.
We've teased you a lot, listeners. I'm going to tease you just a little bit more. Jerry, you first came on to SuperPod Saga on episode 47. The Legend of Zelda episode where we lost that whole golden bit about the Dribland switch. God,
fucking Dribland's bitch.
Dribland's bitch. Yeah. That was still a really...
That's where it started.
It was a really fucking good episode. And then I forget which one came after that, but I was like, yeah, let's get Jerry back on again sometime. And then the first time turned into a second time, turned into like 16 more times, because like whenever I needed a guest or like someone to fill Tommy's spot or another guest spot, I was like, dude, Jerry, like, he's fun to talk to. We like, our chemistry is just fucking off the walls, like flubber. We're just bouncing all over the goddamn place.
That's could have used something.
No, if
other than flubber's not the one.
No, it's bouncy, like a super ball, maybe
like
we're just
the neck fat of the Nutty Professor.
There we go, the neck fat of the Nutty Professor,
bouncing around like that shit.
Yeah, we bounce stupid fucking jokes based off of absolutely nothing at each other, and they just
it's hot garbage. It's the garbage that we love.
And then they mushroom cloud into this beautiful, horrifying being of a joke, like Archangel Randy Travis.
yeah,
and
which, by the way, like none of that stuff is going away.
Yeah,
like it's not. We're still
chugging for sure, man.
Yeah.
SuperPod Saga post Tommy with you was great. Retro Rehab was great. We folded that in, made SuperPod Saga even better. But yeah, this final form that we're gonna get to is
I love calling it the final form. I love just being like, this is like we've found all of the Michaels and we've assembled them.
Oh, the Michael Zord.
One giant gelatinous Michael.
That's holy shit. Imagine if Voltron, instead of like the different
just Michael.
Yeah, they're just like different colored Michaels. Like one's red, one's green, one's blue, one's purple, and like one's yellow. They're just like, Michaels, transform.
A bunch of Pikmin or some shit.
But yeah, so essentially we're taking everything you know and love about SuperPod Saga now, everything you know and love about Super Ghost Radio, and we're just gonna smash them together into one show. That's what's happening.
Smash them up.
Yeah, just like the Michael, and Michael. we're combining into
we're combining forces.
some very goddamn mighty forces. We're SuperPod Saga is it's transforming, it's evolving into Super Ghost. That's
yeah. So we will also be having an episode similar to this over on Super Ghost Radio, where we will kind of do the same thing. We're going to let our audience know this is how you're going to find us. Good news for the fine folks listening to this show. This will be your feed, so you don't have to go anywhere.
Yep.
Nothing. You just keep tuning in. It's just going to be a slight change of plans on this side. There's going to be more people. There's going to be cooler things. We're going to be called different things. We're going to look different. Aaron's going to get he's going to get those blefs taken up a little bit. Your blefs. Like what? Like your fucking, it's a plastic. Yeah. Get your blefs done. Get those fucking eyebrows taken off and get them like just lasered on. Yep. We're gonna get Aaron. Aaron will be like, we are each going to go through a transformation, whether it's physically, emotionally. We're requiring for everybody that's on this new show, everybody must transform into something else. I don't care if you say I am going to try to turn into a fucking crocodile. I don't care.
That'd be cool.
Greg,
I would love to have a
Greg,
crocodile
be
on the
crocodile,
podcast.
Dude? Go ahead, be a crocodile.
Crococast.
Croccast. But yeah, so we, after a lot of deliberation and kind of back and forth and stuff, and honestly, I have to give a shout out to a couple people. There's a few people that this conversation wouldn't have even come up if it weren't for a few different people, key people that have had our best interests in mind, and like they've been on this show, they've been hilarious on this show.
Oh yeah,
and you might mistaken the show presence that they bring as confrontational, maybe, and slightly, like, man, do these guys actually get along with each other? And I'm talking, of course, of Mike 64, Mike
Quest
64, Mike
official
Quest
Mike.
64. I'm calling him Mike 64. That's what
Mike 64.
I wake
is
up
good.
every morning. I say, thanks, Mike 64. But Mike, who runs Quest 64 official, that guy, he really kind of sat us down and was like, all right, boys, we gotta have a talk. And we were like, well, but
please don't hit me again, Daddy, please.
It was more like we were both like, well, like, but the thing is good. And he was like, I know it is good, but it can be even better with just a couple of little tweaks.
Yep.
And it wasn't just him. He was one of them. Beth and I had talks. I mean, I've had drunken ramblings with Beth so many times, being like, man, wouldn't it be crazy if there was like more of us, and we had more of a broad range of content,
like a broader range of like tastes and like
we weren't just
talking points.
We're the video game podcast that you listen to. Like we always talked about, what if we became something that we're the show you want to tune into? Like we're going to get into video a lot more with this. We are going to try to do some live streaming. The four of us are going to appear on camera. We may even do some live podcasts. Who knows? The sky's the limit. But the reasoning behind the brand change is we kind of just both decided that Super Ghost Radio and SuperPod Saga, they both kind of live just within the podcast space. But then if we quite literally merge the two together, it's Super Ghost.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was like, oh yeah, this is like what it was weird, because it was kind of like the way that Retro Rehab happened, where everything kind of just started folding together like nicely. It was like a domino effect where like once we pushed the first one over, we were like, oh shit, this does work, and it's just kind of working itself out. That's kind of what happened with this. When we started talking about it, it was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So props to Mike. He was one of the people that said that. And then I chatted with Greg and Beth about it. And yeah, the four of us were like, you know what? This is something different and it's something new, but it's also the same. It literally is going to be the same two shows, just at the same time. People speaking about different topics all at once. All four of us are coming to the top we're just going to layer 4 different conversations that are not connected over top of each other every episode. And you just get to pick one.
Oh my
You just
God, that'd
listen
be
to one.
so fucking
We'll
cool.
try to tune out the other. Could you imagine? No, we're not doing that. God, shut up. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. Calm down. Sit down in the back, Larry. We're not doing it. It's fine. Jeez.
One of the conversations
Fucking
is Craig
Larry.
smoking a cigarette for an hour and a half.
Craig's coming with us. He's not going anywhere. However, there will be a few changes to the format. Aaron, do you want to go over some of the, tell the listeners and the viewers what some of the changes that we're making that they can look forward to, besides the obvious name change?
So the biggest change is just there's going to be 4 main hosts. You, me,
4 main hoes.
main host. That's a main. 4 side bitches. Me, you.
Where's
Beth, and
my
Greg.
hose?
Yeah. So and Beth and Greg, I mean, they might not be on all the time, which is fine. I think a big part of this whole transition was you mentioned that it'd be easier for sure Greg, but also Beth. It'd be less pressure on them to show up every episode like they would have to for Super Ghost Radio. Like,
yeah, and I mean that's the thing, right? Like it might be, there might be times where we're about to record and you're like, fuck dude, I can't. And we're like, that's fine. We still got shit. Like, we're good. There might be a time where I'm out and Greg's out and it's you and Beth.
I'm here for that.
At least then there's the 4 of us. And I feel like having the 4 of us is much better than just having 2 and 3. I think combining everything is much better.
Yeah. And like, just from, so I don't know if anybody has gone to our website and noticed the about page and all the changes on there. But just when I was going through that and getting everybody's top 3 games to add to the about page, like just going through that, I was like, God damn, we are really like just all over the spectrum here. Like Beth is just all about RPGs and Greg is all about random shit like fighting games, Witcher 2, Heroes of Might and Magic.
You will never pin that man's interests down. Ever. You could be like, dude, this is such a great game right now, bro. And like, you'll like pitch something to him and he's like, I will never, ever touch that game. And you're like, but it's got all those things you like. And he's like, never.
No.
I hate it. And then other times you'll be like, yeah, I heard of this fucking stupid game that's like not that great. And he's like, I'm having an amazing time with it. And then there's other times too. Here's one thing though. One thing that you're going to get that you haven't got before. If Greg gives you a recommendation, it'll be the best goddamn recommendation you ever had.
That's good.
I'm telling you right now, the man knows his recommendations. Once he knows a person, like he's
like human Spotify. Like he's a human algorithm.
yeah, he tells no lies. Like if he's like, you need to play this game because I think you will really enjoy it. And any game that he's ever gifted me, it's always been like, God damn, this is a good fucking game that I didn't know about. Like he's got that shit on lockdown. Trust. And then also Beth. Beth is amazing too. Beth brings in entirely different, like that's the thing. All 4 of us have such different energies. Like you and I are crazy. You're way more crazier than I am. But I'm more vocal than you.
I guess that's true.
By a lot. You are insane. You're crazy. You're a crazy man.
Sweet.
The crazy shit you do, I'm just more vocal about how crazy I am.
That's true. I'm like, get 2 cups of coffee in me and then cook up shit posts about demons and goblins.
My
and shit.
God. Sometimes it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, dude, bro, I just thought about something really crazy. I just want to run by you real quick. I thought about if we made 14 new websites, connected them all as a fucking choose your own adventure. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy,
That would be
dude?
fucking
And I'm
crazy, though.
Dude, buddy, it's fucking 8 o'clock. My eyes just fucking opened for the day, and you're already cooking up fucking yes, that sounds amazing. Do it, please. Go ahead. You have my full support, but I cannot contribute anything to that.
That's fair, man.
That is a once to twice a week.
I'm trying to stop.
With Aaron.
I'm really trying.
I'm just like, Aaron, buddy, fucking pump the brakes, man. Like, even while we were talking about like the Supergo stuff and getting everything set up and being like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You were like, whoa, wait, hold on, I got a crazy. What if we spent like fucking? Let's spend $40 on something here, guys. Like, wow, just hang tight. And we were like, no, we're like, sit down. It's almost like I wish I could physically just grab you by the shoulders and just force you to sit down and be like, shut the fuck up. Just sit still. Just sit still. You just getting mad at a kid that won't stop bouncing around. You're just like, it's fucking your bedtime, okay? You gotta go to sleep. And you're just like trying to hold him down, just trying your goddamnness not to let the intrusive thoughts in and be like, I can knock this kid out. No one's gonna notice if I just put him in a real quick sleeper hole.
What's fucking crazy is that like, yeah, during the day, especially when I have caffeine, my brain just does not stop chugging. I'm constantly like, dude, I could do this and this and this. But then like once nighttime comes and like I'm tired, it's like that train has come full fucking stop. It's derailed. I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm incapable of doing literally anything, and I need to go to bed, and then I'll zap the fuck out.
That's what Karen's like too. Karen's like, if it's like 7 o'clock and I'm like, dude, want to watch some TV? She's like, I can't stop now. She'll be like, I'll fall asleep in
7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, like she has to just keep going. Like she has to always be doing something.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant she had to go to bed at 7.
As soon as she sits down, it's like no. Like she just like starts to power down.
I feel it.
Yeah, I don't. You know what I have
It's
been
a tough
doing,
life.
I've been having a coffee lately after supper, and let me tell you,
Mm-hmm. It's a good rocket under the ass, huh?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've also been staying up way too late.
Yep.
Playing Pokemon, which we need
to.
That.
It's so good.
Oh yes.
Not to get us too off track though, which is our specialty.
Yeah, we were talking about something.
Oh, you, me, Greg, and
we're
Beth.
talking about important things.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing that. It's going to be sometimes all 4 of us, sometimes maybe 3, sometimes maybe 2,
sometimes maybe none.
Sometimes
just run the cameras, nothing in there.
You hear like sirens and like fans running in the background, like for
you hear
2.5 hours.
Fuck! Someone falling down the stairs or something.
They're just bleeding to death.
Candidly catch that.
Holy shit. Yeah, so that's a thing. Another thing is that, of course, we're changing, like with the name change to Super Ghost, we're changing, the banners, our names on Blue Sky, and the SuperPod Saga Blue Sky profile. We'll change that too, of course. And like the format of the show, this is probably one of the biggest changes here. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. No more topics unless we have like a really good one that we want to talk about. We're not going to be required to have a topic every episode. Our main format, like our main thing is going to be, we're just going to talk about games we want to play, or games we're playing, games we want to play. Fuck, sometimes we'll just talk about TV or movies or something, just whatever we want. No more like forcing topics upon whoever the fuck. It's whatever we want.
It's not even a thing that we don't like topics, like we do, and there's probably going to be occasions where we're going to be like, oh, what would be fun to do, and like almost make like a game about it, and like just
like
a
the
little bit
Castlevania rankings episode. Like that was all Mike's idea, and that was awesome.
That was stupid fun.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Yeah, for sure. Stuff like that, it's not going away. I think if anything, you'll probably find more of that stuff as like bonus episodes on, maybe it's a Patreon thing. Maybe it just lives as a bonus episode on the main feed. Who knows? We don't know. All we know is that the shift that we're making is going to let us do more and more naturally. That was the goal, was to kind of amalgamate all of these characters, I guess, that we
Basically,
are into one show where it's like, okay, well, it's all of us. We're basically doing the same shows, just like in bizarro worlds. Like it's just two very similar kind of things. And we're both like, it's kind of redundant to just do them both. Why don't we just combine the two and then make it better? And that's what we're doing. And we did make the decision to softly, not hard, drop the fake ads.
Yeah. That was a tough choice, but it's one that had to be made.
Emotional. Yeah, I mean, do you want to explain the decision behind that? Because like, I want to like, I feel like maybe there's nobody out there that's like, I don't give a fuck whether you, okay, cool, your name changed, awesome, I'll tune in next week. But there might be some people out there that's like, I'm curious, like what led to this, and I'm curious to like what this is going to be like. So I would like to be fully open and transparent about it.
Yeah.
So do you want to let the folks know why we made that cut?
Yeah. I mean, on Retro Rehab, we did that episode with Vim, and basically there's not all of our guests are going to be as into doing insane wackadoo fake ads like we are. Like that is our thing.
I mentioned
like that
taints,
is
like mustaches that you pull from taint hair, like
the taxidermy party animals. Like,
yeah, like could you imagine having like Neil Druckmann come on a show and be like, Neil, how do you feel about taints?
You get what's his name, Jeff Gerstmann, and you're like, hey Jeff, what do you think about like putting Velcro on your pee hole and then Velcroing your pee hole closed? Like
putting a zipper on there.
No, that would hurt.
You went in the you
I
went there.
I know. Yeah,
you started it.
I know.
See, that's the problem, and that's the beautiful thing about what we do. He says one dumb fucking thing, and my brain's like, you have to yes and it. You yes and it right now. Do it, and I do every fucking time.
Yeah. And it's good. I love that shit. And yeah, there's just we want to have high profile guests and shit. Maybe some game devs, maybe some like YouTubers or something. Basically, like not every guest is going to want to do these crazy ass ads that we do. So sometimes some episodes might not have a fake ad, and that's fine. Like we'll fill that spot with like a little quiz show, or we'll figure something out. So yeah, not every episode is going to have a fake ad sponsor. It kind of depends.
Yeah.
The format of the show is all or like the outline, I guess, or whatever. Yeah. So a lot of it's going to be the same. It's just going to be B-roll into the theme song and then the intros. We're going to tone that down as well too, because if there's 4 of us, we're not going to go through like, hey, my name's Aaron and I'm fucking a giraffe right now, and then Jerry does his thing in the best.
Mr. Hands Part 2. Please don't look that up.
No, please don't. Yeah, the crazy intros that we do, that's going to take a backseat as well. It's just going to be more of like, hey, welcome to Super Ghost, and then go to superghost.site, which is the new website, by the way. We're going to change that pretty soon, but that's going to be the intro, and then we'll just go right on into whatever the fuck we're doing.
I mean, there will occasionally still be some super important breaking news.
Yeah, there's always breaking news.
That segment is not going on.
Yep.
So the 2 segments that we have kind of made, so super important breaking news was something that we added in after, like Retro Rehab. We didn't have it at the beginning. Like that was something that we kind of just like ended up having.
Yeah, because it was like, what could possibly be happening in the world of retro? We find something on a time extension, like 99% of the time.
And like a lot of times too, like we've both said that we don't want to be like a game journalism, like covering the hottest news every week. I don't want that. I don't want. There's weeks that I don't give a fuck what's coming out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Next week is not one of those weeks because Donkey Kong comes out. But shit, Yeah, I got the nice preload.
Fuck.
Yep,
forgot
it's
about
already
that.
preloaded. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
$100 dues,
And then
Canadian dues.
sometimes there's going to be some fun shit to talk about. Like, I love whenever there's a new fan translation or a new ROM hack. Like, I'll always talk about that shit.
That was the point of super important breaking news, was to be like, it's just some new shit that we want to mention. It could be shit from 4 weeks ago that we just found out about, but it's like somewhat. It's
like Britney Spears smoking on a plane. That was the best. That's my favorite.
That's the best one.
That's the dollop of Daisy on the whole show, dude.
That's the thing. Like, I don't want us to be pinholed into like, you guys got to always be talking about super important video game news. Nope. If Britney Spears lights up another cigarette on a fucking commercial airline,
We're all over it.
You best believe we're on site. We like on God.
A shitty 2008 video camera. We're like, Aaron, you rolling? Yeah, I'm getting it, bro. Go.
Yeah, like fucking found footage movie. Dude. Fucking Cloverfield is just chasing Britney Spears around, being like, Britney,
she's all pissed off, stomping around.
Light the smoke, Britney, light the smoke.
Britney Spears, stop,
dude,
stop. She's like breathing fire and shit.
Mecha Streisanding.
Mecha Spears. Mecha Brit.
And then we also like call upon Aries Spears from Mad TV and be like, yeah, Mecha Spears. We got a Mecha Spears too. And then just make Aries Spears. Yeah, Aries Spears. Him and Britney Spears fight. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be cool. Really cool.
But yeah, like I feel like super important breaking news ain't going nowhere.
No,
that's
gotta stay.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
And then, like Aaron said, with the four of us now, we don't need to have a topic because all four of us are always doing something.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a week where one of us is like, actually, I didn't really play a lot of video games. What'd you do? Dude, you know what? I found out a wild way to take a shit. If you straddle the toilet the other way and let your dick hang down that way, it's
just
so
hugging
good.
it, giving it a nice warm hug. I love you, potty.
I missed you, toilet. I missed you so much,
dude. And then
you're all drunk and shit.
If you take the cover off the tank, you could put some beers in there, or like you could fill it with like some Campbell's chicken noodle soup or something, and just drink it right out of there. That'd be cool.
Aaron, I will not yes and this one.
Okay. But yeah, another thing I want to add on top of that too is like when we first started doing super important breaking news, there were times where we would keep going on and on and on and on about new shit that was
because we just wanted to talk about shit.
And then sometimes I'd be like, fuck, is that too much? Like, when do we get to the topic? And yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Like the same with like when we used to do the Discord Q&A, sometimes that would kind of like take half or more of the episode, like the licensed games episode that took like fucking 43 minutes.
That was like a learning moment for both of us when we went, oh, this is cool. And we appreciate the people that are on the Discord and everything. But like,
hell yeah.
It was a thing where we went, I don't know if this really works in the format that we're trying to pitch it in. Like it doesn't work with the format of the show, because the format of the show was so restricted to, well, we're going to do this, then, like, but we also we gotta get into this other thing. So yeah, having a format that's a little bit more loose, like we
could do all news if we want.
Well, that's the thing. Like organically, we probably will be talking about, oh, did you see that they announced this?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that this just got released? Oh, did you see this happen? And like that kind of is the super important breaking news. But then at the same time, we can easily talk about like, oh, so I've been playing this shit, or we've all been playing this shit. We were streaming this shit. Here's our thoughts on that. If you missed
I was
that stream.
taking a shit.
The beauty of the Switch 2. Game chat. Well, you take a shot. God.
And yeah,
game chat.
Game shit. Game shit. That was a big thing we talked about too, was that we want the show, like the conversations in the show, to feel way more organic. As opposed to being like, hey, it's my turn, I want to talk about this. Okay, now it's your turn, you talk about this. Like,
Yeah, it just feels very like robotic. It's like
It's
you know what it
okay
reminds me of?
once
It's
every
okay.
few episodes or like
I think what
yeah,
we ended up coming to the conclusion of is it works better in a video format,
that's true. Yeah,
because when you have footage, if we're like we're gonna break down the top 10 asses in Super Nintendo history.
number 10, Wario.
Booger Man. Who?
Wario.
What? Oh yeah, it is a good fat ass.
Yeah, dude.
He's like
Got you
flaunting it,
fully
too.
extended, huh?
Was he on Super Nintendo?
No, I started talking over you.
Wario's Woods. Wario's Woods.
you go. Yeah.
Or was that? Yeah, that was, yeah. So he was on Super Nintendo to some capacity. See, here's the thing. We're not going to stop talking about retro shit either. So like that DNA, that is Retro Rehab, that is SuperPod Saga, that is Super Ghost Radio, all that shit is here. And that's the thing, like none of those shows are actually dying or being shuttered.
Not at all.
All those, like, you could still go listen to the Retro Rehab feed over on Retro Rehab's like podcast page. I didn't take it down. It's still there. Same thing with Super Ghost Radio. Same thing with this. Well, this is going to be Super Ghost, but
Yep.
with Super Ghost Radio, I'm going to leave all those up as they are. And if you want to go back and listen to some legacy episodes, then by all means go do it. It's just that it's going to get even better over on this side once we kick it off. So yeah, I've been antsy to tell the fans about this for a bit.
Same.
And I'm like every time that the four of us are talking about stuff, it just feels very like, yeah, man, we're all firing on the same cylinders here. Like we all have really good ideas, and like we're not afraid. Like if I pitch something and the three others are like, no, why don't we try it like this? There's not like a, well, then I'm just going to go home. Like we're all very like, you know what? That's a cool idea. Let's try that out. And I think that's what's going to make this show even better.
Hell yeah.
Because it is just those three shows just combined into one now.
And we've already gotten a pretty good taste of how this whole thing is going to feel. First of all, you, me, and Beth have been on, I think, 2 or 3 episodes of Pokemon Emerald. And then there were 2 other episodes that we did with her that were good, like really good. And then this episode we did not too long ago was CG Danny B. That pretty much used the new format where we just talk about whatever.
Which is funny because we started to do these episodes called Voidcasts.
Yeah.
And what we realized was that, oh, this is just kind of like what we want to do. We just want to like talk about things.
Oh yeah, with Rudy Kai Giuliani. Oh my god. And then the fucking, we don't have anesthesia, we have lettuce. Fucking god damn. Those were so good. So good.
Yeah. Like that was, I think doing those Voidcasts kind of is what gave me my light bulb moment of like, what if this was more the format?
Yeah.
And yeah, and the other thing is too, like, I appreciate all of the fans that took me in to this show once I came on board. And I don't want anybody to think like, oh, Jerry came over and fucking took over the whole goddamn thing. Because like it's not like that at all.
Not at all. No.
It's like all 4 of us now are like this engine that's like running at a different caliber than the 2 shows separately we're doing. And I think it's just going to give us more horsepower to do cooler things. Like a lot of shit that we've been saying we want to do, and then a lot of shit that we've been saying we want to do on Super Ghost Radio. It was like, yeah, like none of us ever really got around to doing it. Now I feel like there's motivation from all fronts to do different things, and we're all like, you know what, this is going to be fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and now you won't have to split your time between 2 shows. It'll just be all your eggs in one basket with Super Ghost, and yeah, I'm real psyched to see where it's.
And if anybody's curious, the ghost in Super Ghost, the little ghost guy, he does have a name. And for anybody that was a fan of Retro Rehab will appreciate the name because it's a tribute to something that Aaron and I and Beth and Greg all have a deep love for, and that is video game preservation.
Yeah.
So that little ghost's name is Rom.
It's adorable.
His name is, well, its name is Rom. It doesn't. It's a ghost. It's a Rom.
What if we came up with like a mini series where we dive into the backstory of Rom? Like it's all just like,
Get Vim back on. And be like, Vim, do you want to see Rom?
our boy Rom.
He's your child.
Do you remember Rhonda
like,
McGillicuddy? And he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, Romda. Then Bun Miyamoto busts in like Kramer on Seinfeld.
Fuck, dude. He's like, Vim, Vim, they gotta do ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald. They're all decks. He's grabbing a fucking 40 of malt liquor out of his fridge.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, I'm
kind of in a way, the ad breaks aren't really going anywhere because like we do stupid shit akin to these ad
like
breaks
how
all
many
the
different
time.
craid stupid things did we say out of pocket?
Dude, Uncle Ted in the Sega Genesis episode that went off the rails. Like,
oh man, just
you boys eat these rubbery microwave chicken patties. I'm gonna hang out with my best friend Ted.
And then a shout out to Retro Rehab, dude. The episode with Katrinks when we had Jamie on.
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
That was such a good fucking episode.
Fucking ocean.
The ocean. When I said that, and you were like, "I've never seen the ocean," and Jamie and I were like, "What?" Like we couldn't like fathom that you hadn't seen it. And then I told
Still
you to
haven't.
go to fucking Lake Michigan and just lie about it. Take your kids there. We're like, yeah, that's the fucking ocean. That's it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You kids are stupid. You don't know.
The fucking even like the first episode of Retro Rehab where we talked about the Purple Piss Kid and like Billy Bitchel and like shit just goes off the
Billy
rails
Mitchell.
so quickly with us. It's
Yeah.
with two more people, what could go wrong?
Yep. And like it's again, it's a totally like my Jerry brain runs rampant on this show and like unchecked because you and I are always yes-anding dumb shit. But Greg and Beth usually when I'm like, yeah, so like March is the longest month of all because it's the only one that has 31 days. And then Beth goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. Like
I'll be enabling you the whole time. Like you'll just be stepping all over
Greg and Beth are going to be like, Jesus Christ, these two children.
Oh yeah, and you can get a good old-fashioned taste of that too in Super Ghost Radio. We did like what, 2 episodes where I showed up. There was the horror games episode.
Oh yeah. You've been on a couple times.
And another one. What was the other one? I forget.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but I remember one where you basically professed your love for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, which the two were like ding ding ding.
Yep.
And then you said how much you like Monster Hunter. And then Greg's extension came into the picture.
Literally and figuratively.
Yep. And the other thing is too, you're probably going to hear some references, whether you're coming over from Super Ghost Radio and you hear references from our shit, or if you're a listener and an audience member of this show, and now you hear some references coming over from Super Ghost Radio. We have the same way that Aaron and I have dumb references to things. Like we've almost created like these inside jokes. We have like the exact, and that was the thing where I was like, these shows are so similar, and it's wild because like we didn't know each other when we started these shows.
My brain's a stewing. I think the first time we ever actually talked was back in the good old days of Twitter. Yeah, I made a tweet. I'm gonna buy and play and rank every single Chemco RPG because they're dog shit, yada yada yada. And you were like, oh my god, please do this. Can I be part of this? And I was like, hell yeah. And then we never did it.
Yeah. The one thing that I was like, can I come on your show, please?
And then I think one of us planned to have the other one on our show, and that kind of just like fell through. I forget for whatever reason, and then bam, Zelda, and happened.
Yeah,
that was our eclipse, our Berserk eclipse.
Yeah.
Berserk eclipse.
Tommy didn't even realize that he was getting cucked.
No, not at all. I'm gonna rename that episode to the cock episode.
Tommy gets cucked. And like pin it.
It's like the Always Sunny theme.
Yeah, Tommy gets cucked. Oh god, it's so funny too because we were talking about like pod cucking people.
Oh yeah,
the last one with Danny.
Shit.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Fuck. Oh,
that's another thing too.
Shit.
I can't remember if you mentioned it or not, but like it's gonna be fewer guests.
Yep.
Like we're still gonna do some guests. And I actually have some pretty fucking cool guests lined up. But it's not gonna be a focal point of the show anymore. It's gonna be more about just our characters.
Yeah. Yeah, like
it's just these people, their opinions,
Super
and
Ghost
we just want to make people
flavor.
laugh. Yeah, like that the whole idea behind both of these shows was to be funny and informative. That's all we ever wanted to do, is just be really stupid and funny, because that's how the four of us are behind closed doors anyways.
Yep.
Like a lot of what you see on these shows or hear on these shows, this is us. Like when we play on, dude, Aaron
Yes,
Aaron and I last night, last night, we were playing Pokemon together, which, by the way, I cannot put down. We will save that though for another episode in the future when Super Ghost is full swing. Because Beth and Greg definitely want to be a part of that conversation when we start talking about Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. Yeah. So I haven't been able to put it down. Aaron and I and I didn't realize that you could just literally drop in and drop out essentially from people's games and just hang out. That was kind of crazy to me. So like you pop in my game, we're just kind of doing our own thing. I'm trying to get through like the last little bit before the post game. I'm high. What's new? I'm there, mind my own business. Aaron's like, let's play some Pokemon. I'm like, okay. And dude, I laughed so hard, I thought I may have popped a rib out of place.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. Out of spot. I popped a rib out of spot.
I'm pretty sure I laughed so hard that my vocal cords like ripped apart,
just disintegrated, just fucking, just like a laser beam hit them.
It felt like it. It felt like a fucking laser beam ripped right through them. Please tell them.
So I mean, for starters, we were talking about. First, we were talking about what was the metal song? I said we should someone should cover that in a metal version. Wasn't it like a Disney song or something? It was DuckTales.
Oh yeah, we were talking about doing a metal cover of the DuckTales song,
a deathcore version of DuckTales, which
life is like a magic.
Yeah, and then you just open up.
Fucking
Scrooge opens up the pit and then dives in like he dives into his fucking money.
Just blast beats constantly, just
constant just breakdown. I feel like it's my calling to make that happen, make it a reality.
Please do.
If you want that to happen, let us know. I can make it happen. I can make I can do a deathcore version of DuckTales. But I got this idea in my head. I was like, I can't remember what we were talking about.
After that, you were talking about, you saw this clip from that podcast, Bad Friends?
Bad Friends.
With the mailman.
We're Santino. Bobby Lee messed up and he was saying he meant to say man. He meant to say mailman, but he was like, well, the mailman, and he said it like kind of weird. And then Santino was like, the mailman, like, and then
Get
he
the
just
dog
like
away from me. I'm the mailman.
So Santino just ran with it. So then we were laughing about that shit. But then I was like, dude, like Mario's been, I feel like I've seen Mario in Rastafarian like garb. And Aaron was like, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, in Mario Odyssey, doesn't he wear like a Rastafarian hat and like has his shirt open and like nipples exposed and shit? Like, isn't that a thing? Like, am I crazy? I feel like I've seen Mario wearing a Rastafarian hat with like dreads. And then I'm like, no, that's not possible. They would never, ever do that. But then I was like, dude, what if it was real though? And they just called him like Rastafario. So then
he's got dreads and a fucking blonde.
Then we looked up Rastafarian Mario, because I was like, dude, we got to look this up because I feel like it exists. And then one of the fucking pictures that shows up when you look up Rastafarian Mario is a fucking picture of Toad. And what does it say?
Toad is 2% Jamaican. That's just
there's like conspiracy theory fucking video essays out there about how Toad is 2% Jamaican. Oh god. Oh, the internet is stupid and beautiful.
I'm gonna cry.
Already, look. Look. Holy fuck, man.
Booyaka Shah, I'm the mailman.
It's
so
a Mia Mario. I mean, there's already steel drums in all the fucking music.
That's true, man. Oh,
ding ding ding.
Has fucking Pitbull come to Blue Sky yet? Because I still need to know if you can cook a goose.
Yeah. That's a deep cut. That's a real deep cut.
It's a retro rehab deep cut, baby.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide with your 305.
Mr. 305. Like, dude is having a stroke on every song. And then you just hear, get you. You're like, oh, this is a Pitbull song. Here we go, yeah.
$1 Pepsi.
$1 Pepsi. I forgot about that.
I don't remember where the fuck I found that clip.
Oh, God. There was a while that we were signing off all the time just being like, $1 Pepsi.
I love that Retro Rehab was our Cleveland show. Like SuperPod Saga was our Family Guy. And then we Cleveland showed into Retro Rehab. And then we were like, no, bring it back. And then we brought it back.
Is this American Dad?
Maybe. I don't know what this would be now.
No, this is Family Guy.
This is Family Guy, yeah.
SuperPod Saga was American Dad.
I think.
Retro Rehab was the Care Bears. But if you combine Retro Rehab with SuperPod Saga,
you get the Cleveland show.
That's when you got DuckTales.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking that's all my master. Just like some deep, like really guttural fucking grindcore, like swampcore shit.
Like after the DuckTales, you know when they do like the whole woo.
Oh, dude,
right?
yeah, it's just a fucking pig squeal.
Like the fucking, like a fucking pig squeal.
This is a big fucking prank down the internet. Boom.
DuckTales.
Boom. It's just like
it's fucking slow and low.
Please make this, dude. Please. Oh my god. It's so good. You should do one for Bluey. Do the Bluey theme song, but all metal.
I don't know what the Bluey theme song is.
Dude, go look up the Bluey theme song.
I know that Beth cried about Bluey a bunch of times.
That's a good show, but yeah, people love
but
that.
She cried. It made her cry like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Why is she watching Bluey? Does she have kids?
I don't know. We can ask her about it though when she's on. Be like, hey, so every listener in the world wants to know.
I only watch it because I have a 4-year-old. Like,
I don't know. She was like, it just hit me emotionally.
Oh, Beth is so pure. I can't. She's gonna get so fucking so tainted.
Oh yeah, tainted. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So a lot of big changes, but at the same time, like it's not really. It's not. It's big. I feel like it's gonna be bigger changes feeling for us than it is for anybody else, just because it's like our brains now firing on all cylinders where they weren't before.
Yep.
And yeah, we're gonna have way more fun doing it the way we're gonna be doing it. And I really hope that you guys stick along for the ride. And I appreciate everyone that has been supporting this show from the minute that it started to the minute that I came. Sorry, I'm burping a lot because I'm fucking having celebratory beers.
That's fine. We forgot to mention random recommended games is also staying.
Yes. Yeah, that is too. We feel like that's a cool moment for us to go, here you go. Here's a little treat. So that's not going anywhere. I'm still going to, if you're familiar with Super Ghost Radio, I am still going to torture everybody every time I get a big beat. Whenever I beat a big game, I play the dumbest song I've ever made in my life.
Big old beat, baby.
Yeah, that's the dumbest song I've ever created. And Greg and Beth hate it. Hate it. Yes. So there's a lot of little drops that we're gonna be bringing over into this realm here.
We got a
waifu watch.
That's awesome.
We have an alert.
We need to make one.
A waifu watch. No, we don't need to make one. I already have one.
No. I'm gonna say we need to make one for every single time I mention Sushi Striker. Or like some stupid shit like I don't know, Custom Robo. Every time I mention one of those Aaron games, it's
just to give you an idea how stupid Super Ghost Radio can be, and how you could almost be blindfolded and not know the difference between an episode of Super Ghost Radio or SuperPod Saga. One of our episodes is called Anime Girl Paint Job. And in that episode, we talk about Forza.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we be rolling. So all that's just going to be one big cool happy family.
It is.
And like I'm really excited to start doing more in the realm of like doing videos and stuff like that, where like if you and I are like, dude, let's screen cap us playing fucking
Joe and Mac or whatever.
Yeah, like let's just do some dumb shit. And we did throw that on, and that was hard as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like we're gonna be able to do a lot of really cool things this way. And we love each and every one of you that tune in to listen to us spit hot garbage all the time. This is only going to get better. This is going to be really, really cool. And I feel like now, when we joined Retro Rehab to SuperPod Saga, it felt like then we were both collaboratively working on something. That's where the whole, This is the greatest collaboration of all time. And it's going to carry forward because now, instead of just 2 people working on creating the greatest collaboration of all time, now there's 4. So let me tell you something.
It's the ultimate collaboration.
Let me be real with you for a second. This is the greatest collaboration of all time.
Much greater than Marvel versus Capcom. They can suck a dick.
Way cooler than Gandhi.
Yeah, Gandhi can suck a dick.
Well, I wouldn't.
Evil Gandhi be like, okay.
Evil Gandhi? Who's Evil Gandhi? Is this a thing? Is that real?
You remember those memes of like evil whoever be like, and then they would say like exactly the opposite of what that character would say. It'd be like,
yeah, I do kind of.
But it's just Evil Gandhi. Like, Evil Gandhi be like, okay, because he was always protesting shit. I don't know. It's a stupid joke. Let's move on, please.
All right.
Yeah, big old happy family. Yeah, it's thank you all of you listeners who have I guess been patient with us and kind of like been with us this whole journey as we transition from SuperPod post Tommy into SuperPod with Jerry, and then the Retro Rehab merge, and then now with Super Ghost. Like, I think this is it. I think this is our final form. This is our final evolution. This is our Venusaur, our Charizard, our Blastoise, dude. It's the final form. Sky's the limit from here. And
This is our Gengar.
this is our Gengar. Oh, that's a good one. No trading required because that's a stupid fucking mechanic.
Yeah, we didn't have to trade anything for this. We just gained.
Well, I guess. Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah, we did trade that one
trade
person.
DNA.
Had to put them in a cage. It was, dude. I wasn't on board with that for a second, but you were like, dude, we should. Mike64 said that this is the guy that we were supposed to meet on this dock. We put Henry in that cage, and we sailed him across the Pacific Ocean.
And we made $200. Cha-ching!
Yeah, $200.
Yep. Yeah, this is our final form. It's only gonna get better from here, man. I'm really excited for this. I hope listeners are too. Or does suck to see some of like what made SuperPod Saga go away, like the name and the ad breaks, but it's still the same thing.
Yeah,
It's the same
thing with like Super Ghost Radio. Like when we were just like, well, if we do this, then we change to a different name for both. It's just that Ghost still stays there,
Mhm.
and now it's just called Super Ghost.
And that's a really big thing because SuperPod Saga was predominantly me and Tommy.
Well, wasn't it actually called SuperPod Saga with Aaron and Tommy?
It was Aaron and Tommy's SuperPod Saga, and then when he left, I changed it to just SuperPod Saga, and then now, like with Beth and Greg coming on and kind of changing the format, it just feels like. It kind of feels like a different show, but like the same thing at the same time. So,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like essentially what the DNA that fully made up what the original I mean, same thing with Super Ghost Radio too, dude. We started off. The initial idea was that we were going to be a horror game review.
oh,
That was the
Super
initial idea.
Ghost Radio. Okay.
Yeah, but I purposely called it something that was a little bit more ambiguous. Like I didn't want it to be called like something on the nose.
Super Horror
Like
Radio or something.
Or just anything like to do with like I feel like I just didn't want it to be called. And I remember people being like, "That's going to be awful for your SEO," and I was like, "Well, I don't. Who cares?
Where do you get off?
Yeah, who do you think you are?" But yeah, I think there's some really cool shit that's going to come from this.
And that was also another big reason for the name change. SuperPod Saga. We kind of locked ourselves into the podcast territory, but we want to do more. It'd be fun to do some video content of just maybe like me and Jerry co-oping something, or like Jerry and Beth doing something.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, it's just some video essays, just some short video reviews, something. We want to use the YouTube more, and it wouldn't really make sense to see like, here's why Leisure Suit Larry is way better than Joe at Mac from SuperPod Saga. It would make more sense coming from Super Ghost, like a name that's, isn't locked to just podcasting. It could be anything. Yeah.
Technically, this along with the episode that Super Ghost Radio will be issuing as well, are technically the last episodes of these shows, but at the same time, they're not, like, because the shows are becoming one show.
Yeah.
So that feed on Super Ghost Radio, I'm leaving it up. There will be links in the descriptions for legacy episodes. And then, who knows what we might clean up this feed a little more and just have like the new stuff and have all of the legacy episodes on like a Patreon or something. Like we don't know. Like we might do some housekeeping, but for right now, you don't have to do anything. You just got to keep listening, keep tuning in, keep supporting. We love it. We appreciate it. Go check out that Patreon. Eventually we will be doing some pretty different and neat things with the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
You and I have been floating some ideas around, and the other two have been pretty on board about them too. Something that's a little bit more interactive for the patrons. But yeah, that's all future shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, everything that's on the Patreon now it's going to stay like that. We're just going to add more to it. Like, I still want to keep doing Saga FM. That shit's fun. But we want to do more Patreon content that includes Beth and Greg in some way. So it isn't just, you said this last night or yesterday or whatever, like we want to do something that's not just Aaron and Jerry and make it feel like SuperPod Saga. We want it to be Super Ghost content on Patreon feed. And
we want it to be all of us.
Yeah, we're going to work on that too.
If possible.
Yep.
Yeah. But feels good to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Feels good to finally say, like, this is the shit that we've been working towards for a little bit here. Now it's all kind of finally coming together.
I think that's it, isn't it? Or do you have more?
No, I don't think I do. And I honestly, if there is something more, like, we're going to do the next episode that you hear is going to be the first episode of Super Ghost. Episode 1. Like,
season 2, the first, it'll be like
season 16.
We should have done seasons, goddammit. It should have been season 1 was me and Tommy. Season 2 was I guess it'd be me solo. Season 3, you and me, and then
season 16, Tommy gets cucked part 2. Tommy gets cucked harder. But yeah, this isn't really a normal episode. I mean, I have a million random recommended games up my sleeve. I've been playing a lot of stuff, but this was more of an informative show to be like, hey, this is something that we've come up with, and this is a change that's going to happen, and it's going to be really fucking cool and really fun. And we hope that everybody comes along with the ride. And I hope that you tell a bunch of people, to check us out, because I think there's a lot to love here for anybody who likes anything. You like sewing, knitting.
We talk about that sometimes.
I think that stuff's fucking stupid. If you do that, then that's really cool, and I can't do it, and that's probably why I think it's stupid, because I cannot do it. That's like, it's the same mentality of if you're like, do a backflip, and I'm like, I can do one, but I just don't want to do one right now. I still do that shit in my adult life.
Yeah, don't look, and I'll do it.
People will be like, do you know how to use C# programming? I'm like, yeah, I spent some time in RPG back in 2003. Ew. I'm pretty fucking good at it. They're like, well, can you write a script right now? I'm like, no, I don't have the time for that. You fuck off, buddy.
You fuck off, buddy.
Buddy, fuck off.
Should we cap this fucker off with a random recommended game?
Yeah, I think we should.
Random recommended games.
I'm gonna get this big old one off my chest that I've been playing lately. I've been really hooked on Parasite Eve for the past couple of days.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh man, so we're from like Saturday until like Tuesday, we went and stayed at my dad's house. We went to the lake, went to an amusement park, just hang out, have fun with the family and shit. And when we weren't out and about getting sunburned and just getting blistered apart by the sun, we'd be inside and I'd be like, okay, cool, better bust out the Empernick and find something to play. And fucking Parasite Eve was in my PS1 games list, and I was like, okay, let's just do it. It's short, it's an RPG, it's horror, spooky, let's do it. And fuck, I love pretty much everything about this game. Like, the soundtrack fucking rips. The soundtrack is so good. The combat is this really fucking cool mix of like an ATB gauge, but also real time. You'll be running around in this little closed arena. You'll run past enemies, dodge their attacks and shit, and then wait for your little ATB gauge to fill, and then you can use items or your weird parasite powers, or you can change guns, or you can just attack them. The way you modify guns is really fucking cool. Like, you can take apart old guns and give their attributes to other ones that you have. So like, you can take, like, if you have a pistol that just has 2 shots, you can take apart one that has 3 shots, give it to that new pistol, give it a damage boost and all that shit. Every time you level up, you'll gain some bonus points, and you can add those to your guns to make them do more damage. And the whole like New York City, like Christmas Eve setting in 1997 is really fucking cool.
I know, dude, that game fucks hard.
Yep.
The setting, yeah, the setting is so fucking good. Dude, they should make a fucking either like do a new game in the series and like pay homage to
Pay homo to it.
Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. The world map I really fucking like too. Is it's just this like shitty PS1 early polygon, like just janky little map of like the island of Manhattan. And you'll get this little helicopter view of all the different buildings you can go to, like the police station, natural history museum, laboratory, blah blah. And it's just a really fucking. I especially really like the combat. I like that the encounters aren't like fucking through the roof annoying. It's just like
Yeah, the combat is fun to play.
it's just like when you do come across an encounter, the screen just kind of like hiccups. It's like, and then you fight an enemy, and it's just like fucking 2 shots, they're dead. Okay, goodbye, experience now, and then you're gone. And that's it. Parasite Eve. Fuck.
It's wild that you haven't played it before. I figured you would have had played that long ago.
Weirdly enough, I watched my brother play Parasite Eve 2 when we were younger.
I had Parasite Eve 2 before the first one too.
Yeah, and we got to the part.
And that's a way different game.
Yeah, it was way
That's a
less
Resident
RPG.
Evil game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a full-blown survival horror game with like some light RPG elements.
We got to the part where there's these like mutated camels, and
Yeah, that's at the hotel out in the desert.
yeah.
And then you got to fight the flamethrower boss on like the balcony.
Yeah,
That's literally as far as I got when I had it as a teenager. And then when I played it like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, I was like, oh fuck, like this game actually is hard as fuck. Like, but I also don't think I fully comprehended like the systems in it. Like there's a lot of different like things going on
that was
besides just getting guns.
that was young me with like any Final Fantasy. I was like, this game's fucking hard, and like I didn't understand any of it. And then adult Aaron is like, fuck kid Aaron.
The first RPG that I played ever was Earthbound, but I returned it to Blockbuster because I was like, I'm not playing a reading game.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this. Yeah, reading
I'm
game.
not doing that.
Fuck that.
Reading game. Fuck this. And the first RPG that I ever played and actually like really, really got into though was Super Mario RPG. That was the one. And I didn't beat that when I was a kid either. I don't know what the first RPG I beat. Maybe it was
The first one.
I think it was Secret of Mana.
The first RPG that I played and got really far into, weirdly enough, was Final Fantasy VIII.
That's that I think that is the first turn-based game I ever beat in my life.
Yeah, it was. All right, my disc was fucked up. I got to, I think, either the end of disc 1 or the end of disc 2. It's when you get to, there's this like factory or like someplace where they're manufacturing robots or machines or something, and it's self-destructing. So you have to leave and just rush the fuck out of there. And whenever it would get to the FMV at the end of that, like to where you would have to put the disc in, the game would freeze, and I could never get past that. And I was like, oh,
Really?
shucks.
Right? Isn't it crazy that as a kid you just accepted that? You
Yep.
were like, oh, well, I guess I'll just never beat this game.
Yes, I'll go outside and climb a tree.
Yeah. My random recommended game this week, ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, let me tell you that you need to stop what you're doing and you need to go and get the game Bakeru. Because
This man and his Bakeru again.
there's never been a more Goemon game. I would be remiss if I didn't cap SuperPod Saga off with something to do with Goemon. But Bakeru is like, or Bakeru, I don't know how it's pronounced. You are essentially Goemon, but not with. I can't even remember if I recommended this before because I talk about Goemon so much.
You've talked
I think
about Bakeru.
I've talked about it,
but it's never been your RG, so to speak.
Yeah. So It's definitely my RG. It's my
RRG. Random.
Yeah, it's my double RG, baby. I would say if you're a fan of puzzle platformers of like the olden days.
Wait. I stand corrected. Bakeru was your RRG in the genre fusions episode.
Well, then fuck me. Then fuck me. Huh. Well, son of a bitch.
Do Pokemon Scarlet or whatever the fuck.
No, I can't recommend that. Actually, I can. Pokemon Violet is amazing. That game has a lot of problems. It definitely had a facelift on the Switch 2. If you could buy the Switch 2 version, get that, because my God, did that change how I felt about that game, to the point where I was like, hey, you know what? I think Nintendo should be focusing on the fact that these upgraded games, and like this isn't even an upgrade. It's like they just made it better playing.
Yeah.
It still has drop. Like, I don't know if you've noticed in Area Zero, like the frame drops are still pretty bad.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the game is running beautifully. And I think that it really helped it. I also picked up, at this point, my random recommended games are just a mishmash of shit.
That's fine.
I did see that news that Nintendo is canceling game vouchers.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, you sneaky fucks. I feel like now's the time to buy. Maybe that's exactly what they're trying to do. Maybe that's exactly what the plan was. They were like, we'll get some idiots like Jerry to buy a bunch of vouchers. But I was like, no, actually, this makes sense, because I'm going to get those Switch 1 versions of those games at a cheaper price. And then I'm going to buy the upgrades. Because they've only said that the 2 Zelda games got the free upgrade if you had Nintendo Switch Online with the expansion pack. I would love if they carried that forward, that like the 2 games that I bought were Kirby and the Forgotten Land, because that upgrade is coming out in August.
Oh,
with
fuck.
new shit on it. Yeah, new Kirby stuff, man. And also that Mario Party Jamboree. That because I never owned that game. I've played it before, but I didn't own it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get those 2 games because I know that like Mario Party Jamboree has an update coming this month, and I'm curious to see if they're like, yeah, if you have the online expansion for Switch Online, you get this for free as well. Because if that's the case, buddy, I won. I fucking won. And if that is the case, I think the cutoff for the vouchers, I think, is like August 1st. Let me tell you how many hundreds of dollars I'm going to be spending on vouchers, because I'm going to buy up the rest of those fucking Switch 1 games that I've been wanting to buy and get that done before because they're increasing the price of all the Switch 1 games and shit, like we talked about in the last episode, which is horse shit.
It is, dude. It sucks that they're canceling. Well, they already canceled the gold points, which sucks ass, because that was a big like plus to buying digital games as opposed to a physical copy. Well, other than maybe getting them on sale. Well, I guess physical games do kind of get discounted when you buy them used or whatever. Yeah, the gold points are really fucking cool. Get a discount or like buy a full game with those fucking points, and then they're canceling the fucking vouchers, which like
it makes me wonder if maybe they are trying out something like a subscription service like Game Pass, where like, because like they already kind of have like a Game Pass where like they're giving away like the retro shit.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like it's got to be more than that though, right? Like that's at this point paying for the online and to be able to play some retro games in an emulated state that's not even as good as an emulator on a PC. It's not a very crazy service. There's no like day one other than like the GameCube stuff. But like, again, it's not, I wouldn't consider that day one. That's like, I don't know. It's like a weird thing. It is their own thing. It's like Nintendo's going to do what Nintendo's going to do. And they always do that shit. But like, I don't know. If they were like, hey, by the way, like we're getting rid of these vouchers. We got rid of the gold coins. But if you're a Nintendo Switch Online member with the expansion thing, you also get all of these Switch 1 games and their updates for free. I'd be like, all right, you know what?
Yeah, that
Not a bad idea. Because let me tell you, the fucking second that those Xenoblade games go and get those upgrades, Xenoblade Chronicles X or Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, dude, I am glad that I held off on playing that because I've heard that game is a sleeper hit.
dude, yeah. Like on Wii U, I don't know how they got that shit to run on Wii U, but it did. Granted, the draw distance was fucking tiny. Yeah, I'm sure if they did make like a Switch 2 version, it would be so fucking good. Like you could see so far out, and like the world is massive. You can fly fucking anywhere in your robot suit, dude.
Yeah, dude,
So good.
I think it's got to happen. I feel like there's a few of these games that I know that they're going to get updates. There's a few that definitely need them. There's a few that I'm like I'm not even sure how it works. Like, can they just go ahead and update them, or is it how the game has to be? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. But either way, yeah, go play a bunch of Switch games. I'm loving my Switch too. I'm loving hanging out on Game Chat with my friends, taking shits and talking to people.
Hell yeah, dude. I kind of almost wish that, like with the expansion, like you know how on Game Pass you get like a 10 or 15% discount on, like if you buy a game that is on Game Pass, you get a small discount.
Why would you ever buy a game that's on Game Pass?
For when it leaves, like you'll have that discount on it when it leaves.
I hate that.
Yeah, I wish they kind of had that on Switch, where like if you subscribe to the expansion pack thing, it's like, all right, well here's 10% off of this game or something, because like they used to have that thing on 3DS and I think Wii U, where like when it was your birthday, they would send you
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Is that Fable? Was that a Fable reference?
I don't know.
It sounded like Fable. Yeah, they would send you a coupon via email on your birthday for like 20 or 25% off certain games. And I remember I bought Ever Oasis for 25% off, and let me tell you, that game fucks. It still fucks. It's still good. Ever Oasis is good.
Well, you know what? Let's get
out of here and play Pokemon.
Let's get out of here and play Pokemon. This isn't that's the thing. I don't even feel like it's like, all right, Aaron, let's say goodbye for one last time, because it's like, no, we'll see you next week. It's just gonna be called something different, and it's gonna be cooler.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We'll fucking see you on the next goddamn episode.
Motherfucking
motherfucking Ghost.
S motherfucking G and shit.
MFG.
Yeah. So by the time this episode comes out, go check out superghost.site. That's the new website. That's where all of our episodes are going to be. You can check out all of our profiles there with our socials and our top 3 favorite games.
Yeah.
You can check out everything about us there. But yeah, be sure to tune in next time, where Jerry grows a beard, sets it on fire for because he joins Jackass. He's a Jackass guy now. Sets his beard on fire and then grows it back out, and it's even better. It's great. It's awesome.
And join us next time when Aaron fully displays his talent for sounding. Look it up. Goodbye.